Hi, I'm Marita Crandall and this is VBITE. And tonight I want to share something a little personal with you. I moved to New Orleans, and my father, he really couldn't understand why I moved here, what my attraction was to New Orleans. I had a great job and a great life in California, and he was really kind of upset with me when I moved here. And then not long after I moved here, I opened up the vampire shop, and he really couldn't understand why I did that. And not long after that, the book The Historian came out by Elizabeth Kostova, which is actually a very well-written book and one of my favorite books ever. Anyway, it was on the New York Times bestseller list, and my father read it, and he really thought it was also spectacular, but he was shocked by it because there were little things in the past that we knew about our name and, our heritage from Prussia, and King of the Gypsies was one of the things we were called. But our last name is Voivode, and Vlad the Impaler was a Voivode. And my father couldn't believe it. I mean, what a crazy coincidence, right? So he sent me a copy of the book and really wanted me to read it because he wanted to do more research on it. And at the time, I was writing a vampire novel, and it sounded kind of similar to where I was going with my book. And so I told my father I would put it on the back burner, and I really never got around to it. And then my father passed away, and it wasn't until last year that I picked it up and read it and really couldn't believe what a great book it was and how close it was to our family, and I just wanted to know more. And right now it would be so great to have my father around because he would do that research. He would be so into it, and I really miss him for that so much right now. Anyway, it goes to show you that I don't know, there's just so much in coincidences or non-coincidences, because of all the people in the world to open up a vampire shop, why would it be somebody who has that heritage that actually is related to the person that Bram Stoker wrote Dracula about? I mean, that's crazy, and we didn't even know it. Anyway, and then I started doing some research on Vlad the Impaler, and today I was doing some reading, and something really struck me. It was that while he was in hostage for his father, it was all about running the Ottoman Empire and trying to regain it. His son, whose two sons, Vlad being one of them, was in hostage. And while he was in hostage, he learned Turkish and about the Quran and how to be a great horseman and all this stuff. And he passed away, they say, when he was 46 years old. So that's pretty young. But it was all about knowledge and education. And now and then, they ask that question sometimes in college, if you could have lunch with anybody, who would it be? Anybody from all the time frames. And I thought of Abraham Lincoln, and I did that one day. And these days you really can do that. I mean, you can have lunch with Abraham, with Benjamin Franklin, with Vlad the Impaler, because the internet is so spectacular for one thing, but there's also many great books you can read. You pour yourself a glass of wine, have a nice salad or something, and sit down and really investigate where their motivation was. What's happened to people here? Like, why is there so many people on welfare and all, where is our pride and motivation and being proactive? It kind of kills me sometimes when people say, oh, I wish, I had a better life, or I wish well, make yourself a better life, right? And you look at these people from the past and all the things they invented for others to do well with. We all need to think about how we are helping our surroundings and how to be better people. Anyway, my not quest, but my homework for y'all is to think of a person you want to have lunch with and do that and write down some notes and think of what you learned from them to do something more for your life. It's really kind of a cool investigation. All right, that's all for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night on VBITE.